4C Natural here, and I'm back with another video. And today we're going to be talking heat training. So it's been a while since I've posted. I'm trying to get back into the flow. It's been actually about 2 years. And when I left off just about 2 years ago, I was starting my journey with heat. So I'll first say, I think that there are multiple ways to grow your hair out. It doesn't have to be, there are multiple options. So in the past, I kind of used like a heat-free technique where I was really just washing my hair once a month, doing wet braid outs, low manipulation, and pretty much no heat ever. Air dry, no heat ever. And I transitioned away from that about 2 years ago, and I started using heat more consistently. So I was able to grow my hair in the past without using heat, and I wanted to try a heat trained regimen to see how it worked out for me. So first, I want to start with why I decided to move towards heat. So two things. While the routine with like the once a month washing and no heat worked out pretty well for me, as my hair was getting longer on my wash days, it took a really long time for my hair to dry, and I just felt like that wasn't healthy for my hair having it like in that wet state. It would take over a day for it to dry in the braid out, and so I wanted to transition from that. And I did feel like, even though my hair overall was pretty healthy, I did feel like I had some damage from like that part of the process. So I wanted to try blow drying, keeping my hair straight, minimizing the time that my hair is just continuously wet, to see how my hair would handle it. So that's the first reason why I wanted to try something different. And the second is that unfortunately, I kind of feel like I have to try out things on my own and just figure out what works for my hair, because the information, like a lot of the popular information, it just hasn't worked for me. And I've been trying for quite some time. So I've tried a lot of things. And so I just feel like I have to trial and error it out. And I'm hoping that my journey will help other 4C naturals. But I've noticed that for my hair type, some of the people that I followed in the past that had a lot of success and grew their, 4C hair, which is similar texture to mine, out long, they used heat consistently in their regimen. So I wanted to try it out and see how it worked for me. So that's really it. So that's why I started, and I wanted to just see how it worked for me. So fast forward, it's been about 2 years now, and I guess, I'm constantly assessing how my hair is doing. And I think 2 years is a good amount of time to decide if it has worked out for me. So right now, my hair, I flat ironed it maybe like 2 weeks ago. So my hair does shrink a lot even when it's flat ironed. So you really only see the full length of it maybe like the first day that it's flat ironed. After that, it shrinks, and it just shrinks a lot. I have 4C hair. And maybe I can improve my technique to like use things to prevent it from shrinking, but my hair shrinks a lot. That's part of the process. So in terms of health of my hair, do I feel like my hair is damaged? No, I don't think my hair is damaged. Do I think it has the same health that it had when I didn't use heat at all? No. So like maybe I would say there is some damage, but I wouldn't call my hair heat damaged per se. I'll insert a picture or a video. So you can see my hair pretty much has the same texture. I don't have any loose parts, no texture change, and my hair still shrinks a lot. My hair shrinks a lot. So in terms of damage, I think that it hasn't really damaged my hair. In terms of length retention, I would say I feel like my hair is definitely thicker than it was 2 years ago. So when I say thicker, I'm not speaking about like the diameter of the strands. Maybe higher density. I have more hair on my head than I did 2 years ago. And I think that's partly because I'm able to manipulate my hair less when it's straightened with heat. And also I've adopted finger detangling more. So I don't exclusively finger detangle, but I do finger detangle a lot more, and it's easier once your hair is already straightened because there's just less less tangle to deal with. So I do feel like my hair is thicker than it was, or I should say higher density. I have more hair on my head, and that's a big deal for me because I do have really fine hair. So I have to kind of work to keep all the hair on my head. For some of you who have like super thick lion's mane head of hair, like Naptural 85, she has like enough hair on her head for 3 or 4 people. You know, maybe that's not a big deal, but for me it is. So I think in terms of thickness, I'm happy with the progress there. In terms of length, I do feel like the heat, maybe for me, or maybe the thickness is going to come first and the length comes afterwards, but I do feel like I haven't seen as much length retention as I did when I was doing the no heat routine. So I'm sure, I mean, I have retained some length, but I feel like when I was doing the completely heatless routine, my hair was really, really taking off. Now, I'm not going to blame it strictly on the heat. A lot has been happening in my life, and I haven't been as on top of my hair as I was in the past. Like, it just wasn't as much of a priority, but I do feel like the heat maybe slowed the length retention process. So what are my plans for this year? Am I going to continue with heat? So I think I'm going to dial back the heat a little bit. Maybe we'll try every other month, but I definitely want to throw in a little bit more of the heatless routine and see how my hair responds. So I feel like when I was doing that, my hair was really taking off in terms of length. So that is my verdict after 2 years. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Drop a green heart in the comments so that I can acknowledge you. And if you like this type of content, check out my video on how I finger detangle.